Katana, a symbol of Japan's history, have been preserved as cultural assets through countless generations. The Tokyo National Museum, Japan's largest museum, holds 19 national treasure swords and numerous other historical blades, making it the largest sword museum in the country. In this episode, we will introduce 3 particularly historical katana displayed at the Tokyo National Museum. Number 1. Fukushima Kanemitsu. Fukushima Kanemitsu is a tachi, Japanese long sword, crafted by the swordsmith Kanemitsu, who was active in the 14th century. Kanemitsu was a disciple of the legendary swordsmith Masamune, and himself created numerous famous blades. This sword is characterized by its large and magnificent appearance, a common trait among swords from the 14th century. The name Fukushima Kanemitsu originates from the warlord Fukushima Masanori, who owned the sword during the 16th to 17th centuries. He was known as a retainer who served under Toyotomi Hideyoshi, the warlord who achieved the unification of Japan. From his youth, Fukushima served closely with Hideyoshi, and their relationship was akin to that of best friends. Fukushima's significant rise to fame was during the Battle of Shizugatake in 1583, a conflict between the then powerful warlord Shibata and Hideyoshi. Fukushima contributed greatly to the victory by defeating multiple enemy generals. He continued to secure victories in numerous battles, becoming a formidable warlord. Known for his deep loyalty to Hideyoshi, Fukushima is often described as a brave warrior who, however, loved drinking and lacked strategic cunning. As a warrior inclined toward combat, he did not get along well with his more tactically minded colleague Ishida Mitsunari, who disliked war, often leading to conflicts between them. Fukushima, distinguished in martial arts and celebrated for his achievements in numerous battles, possessed several famous swords. The manner in which the celebrated sword Fukushima Kanemitsu came into his hands is quite telling of his character. The incident occurred in 1600 when he became the lord of a certain castle. Following the punishment of the abbot of Hongakuji, a temple under his dominion, an investigation of the temple revealed the presence of the famed sword Kanemitsu. With an insatiable desire for fine swords, he seized it for himself, making it his personal weapon. Henceforth, this sword, originally belonging to the temple, came to be known as Fukushima Kanemitsu. There's a famous story that illustrates his poor behavior when drinking. It occurred during a banquet with the warrior Morita Hei, where, in a drunken state, he challenged Morita, saying, "If you can finish this drink, you may take whatever reward you wish," and then offered him a large quantity of sake. Morita, seizing the moment, drank it all and took the family treasure, the spear known as Nihongo. The next morning, Fukushima regretted his actions, but it was too late. Nihongo is now considered one of the 3 greatest spears in Japan, arguably the most valuable. That he lost such a spear in a drunken impulse showcases his extravagant and impulsive nature. After his death, Fukushima Kanemitsu left his family and was passed down through various daimyo families. In 1962, it was designated as an important cultural property and is currently held by the Tokyo National Museum, where it is periodically displayed. Number 2. Ishida Masamune. Ishida Masamune is known as the beloved sword of the famous Sengoku period warlord Ishida Mitsunari. This sword was crafted by the renowned swordsmith Masamune in the 14th century. The name Ishida Masamune was given in honor of warlord Ishida Mitsunari's fondness for the blade. Ishida is known as a strategic genius of the Sengoku period and a central figure in the Battle of Sekigahara. Born into a powerful family, he spent his early years in a temple where he caught the eye of warlord Toyotomi Hideyoshi and began serving as his retainer. Ishida's most significant role came during the Bunnoku campaign in 1592. After unifying Japan, Hideyoshi, aiming for global expansion, invaded the Korean peninsula. Ishida was appointed as the general in charge of the Korean expedition. Following Japan's unification, the seasoned Japanese military, forged in the era of the Warring States, displayed tremendous strength, swiftly capturing Korean castles one after another within just 2 months. However, as the battle prolonged, the Japanese forces faced difficulties with severed supply lines and famine, leading to a strenuous struggle. In response, Ishida, playing a central role, initiated peace negotiations with Korea. Yet, the peace terms proposed by Hideyoshi, who was observing the situation from Japan, were exceedingly demanding, including demands for approximately half of Korean territory and hostages from Korea to Japan. Ishida, fully aware that the Japanese forces could not continue fighting, did not believe these terms would be accepted, and took the liberty of altering the peace conditions before presenting them to the Korean side. Notably, Fukushima Masanori, the owner of the previously mentioned sword Fukushima Kanemitsu, was also involved in this campaign. The revelation of Ishida's unilateral modification of the peace terms enraged Fukushima and other warlords, leading to a potential split within the Japanese forces. Several incidents during the Korean expedition bred animosity among numerous warlords, setting the stage for future conflicts. Years after the Korean expedition, Hideyoshi, their lord, passed away. Japan was then plunged into intense conflict over who would emerge as the next supreme ruler. Amidst this turmoil, Fukushima, harboring resentment towards Ishida, attacked his residence. During this crisis, the warlord Yuki Hideyasu sheltered Ishida and escorted him to safety. Grateful for this act, Ishida expressed his thanks by gifting his cherished sword, Ishida Masamune, to Yuki Hideyasu. In 1600, the decisive Battle of Sekigahara erupted. In this battle, Ishida fought as the leader of the Western Army in an effort to protect the Toyotomi clan after Hideyoshi's death. On the other side, the Eastern Army was led by the future ruler of Japan, Tokugawa Ieyasu, with Fukushima joining to settle his grudge against Ishida. Despite Ishida's unwavering dedication to the Toyotomi clan, he was betrayed by his subordinates one after another, leading to his eventual defeat and execution. The blade of this sword is notably marked with a significant notch, a testament to the numerous battles Ishida endured throughout his lifetime. The exact circumstances of how this notch was acquired remain unknown, but it symbolizes the tumultuous life and the battles Ishida faced. Today, this sword is designated as an important cultural property of Japan, and, by some twist of fate, is housed alongside the famed Fukushima Kanemitsu at the Tokyo National Museum. Number 3. Kanzei Masamune. Kanzei Masamune is a sword crafted by the legendary swordsmith Masamune in the 14th century, just like the Ishida Masamune. It is known as one of Masamune's masterpieces. The blade length is 25.3 inches, with a relatively narrow body width, and the sword is particularly notable for the sparkling particles visible along the blade. The name Kanzei Masamune originates from its transmission through the Kanzei family, known for their prominence in No theater. While famed swords are commonly passed down through shogunate or daimyo families, it is rare for one to be inherited by a family not of the warrior class. No is a historic Japanese traditional performing art, recognized as an intangible cultural heritage by UNESCO. It involves performers wearing masks and beautiful costumes, expressing stories through song and dance, accompanied by musical instruments. No, cherished by many warlords, spread throughout Japan in the 16th to 17th century, becoming an officially recognized performance art by the shogunate during major ceremonies. The Kanzei family, historic No performers, were deeply protected by the Ashikaga shogunate of the time. While not definitively known, it is highly speculated that this sword was bestowed upon them by the 14th century shogun Ashikaga Yoshimitsu. Despite surviving the tumultuous era of war, they sensed the decline of the Ashikaga shogunate and foresaw the changing times. Consequently, they sought the protection of the future ruler, Tokugawa Ieyasu, and offered this sword to him as a token of their allegiance. Subsequently, the sword was passed between the Tokugawa family and their retainers through a series of gifts and offerings. In the modern era, the 15th Tokugawa shogun presented it to the imperial family. Having traversed between various individuals as a symbol of loyalty, this sword is now designated as a national treasure and is owned by the nation, preserved at the Tokyo National Museum. We hope you enjoyed this exploration into the world of Japanese swords. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting content about the history of Japanese swords. Until next time, sayonara.